Alright guys, we are back again and we are reviewing another Instagram company that I copped a deal from their Black Friday sale. Supposedly they make their stuff in Italy, but they're a company that's based in France, based on what the website says. But I don't know if it's really true, but we'll see. All we care about right now is the quality of this jewelry. Today we are going to be reviewing the company called MASIÓN. I've been getting advertisements for them like crazy on my Instagram, so I decided it would be another good company to review with you guys. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, as far as shipping went and all that fun stuff, it took a moderate amount of time to arrive to me, roughly 2 weeks, because I had ordered it on November 21st, and it arrived to me on December 3rd. So, here is the package, and it's honestly pretty nice. I mean, you got a little bit of damage right there, probably from it, like, moving around and stuff inside of the airplane or wherever it was, but it's got this like little magnetic symbol over here, a magnetic magnetic case. So if you don't have a jewelry box, if you don't have like an actual jewelry box like how I have this, then you can store your jewelry in here if you order it. But I do like that little logo that they have right there. That being said though, go ahead and open it. So there's that fancy French presentation to it. Welcome to the Yacht Club. Here's their little card, probably a certificate of authenticity, and then here is their jewelry. So let's go ahead and open it. Okay, so what I ordered was their Figaro chain, Figaro, however you want to pronounce it, in 22 inches, and then I also ordered a bracelet from their buy one get one free sale in 7.5 inches. So it's gonna fit me a little loosely, not as snug as some of my other bracelets. But being said, let's go ahead and give you a first impression on the Figaro chain. So first impressions of this thing is like very, very high polished, but it also, like doing the first hang straight test on it, it does tend to twist around just a little bit. The links are a little gappy. Yeah, the links are a bit gappy, and like kind of like every other Instagram company that makes their jewelry, it kind of has like that basic clasp where there's that ring right there, and then there's the lobster clasp. Don't get me wrong, lobster clasp and everything, those things are like really, really nice, depending on what type of chain it's on. But putting it side by side next to another Figaro chain that I have, meters. This is Huerta Jewelry versus MASIÓN's Figaro chain. So as you can see, there's a little bit of difference when it comes to that. This one's more high polished, while this one is a little bit more subtle. This one tends to twist a little bit. This one tends to sit straight a little bit more than this one, and they're roughly the same millimeter, so that's good. They're 5 millimeters, so that's always good to see. But let's go ahead and run a couple tests on this and see what to with it. Okay, so here it is. Based on what the website specified, they specified that this chain would be 316L stainless steel, a very highly durable type of stainless steel that's used when making very affordable jewelry, such as some of the chains that I have here in my jewelry box, and a few of the bracelets as well, watches even. Rolex, I know they use 316L stainless steel for some of their watches, while also using more higher grade stainless steel for some certain watches. But that being said, stainless steel, depending on what materials and other stuff is made in it, because stainless steel tends to be an alloy, it will determine if it's magnetic or not, because stainless steel can be made with iron, cobalt, manganese, etc., as I've stated before. This one is magnetic, of course, so I'm kind of not surprised. I'm really not surprised when it's magnetic, but it's stainless steel, so it counts for the durability. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop this thing on the scale and see how much it weighs. Alright, here's our scale set to grams. Roughly 19 grams, so rounded about 20 grams. So this thing weighs about the same as my other Figaro chain, because if we take that off and put this Figaro chain on, you can see there's a little bit of a weight difference. There's a slight weight difference by like 10 decimals, by like 10 tenths, a few tenths, but you're not going to really notice it that much. Figaro chains, especially in smaller millimeters, tend to be very, very light. So this thing is not going to have a whole lot of neck presence. It's not going to be as heavy as, like, say, a very thicker cousin of this. That being said, though, I kind of want to see how this thing looks on my neck. So I'm going to take it off and put it on. Ooh. There we go. Alright, so here's how it looks on neck. Flips over a little bit on the neck. But yeah. So it flips over a little bit on the neck. My thoughts on that? I mean, it's nothing really to be that concerned about. My sterling silver Jackson chain, my 5mm sterling silver one that's gold bonded, it flips over a lot, especially it being a longer millimeter, or longer length, I mean. If it's a longer length, then it will tend to flip over. If it's a Figaro, or if it's a Miami Cuban or a prong, longer the length, the more of a chance it has of flipping over, if it's not made with very, very thick pieces of metal, like a 14mm prong chain, or a 15mm Miami Cuban, or fill in the blank. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and review the bracelet now. My first impressions on this bracelet, just by it being in the bag, again, just like the Figaro chain, it's pretty high polished. So I do like a little bit of a high polish on my jewelry, because it gives it like that flash to it. Kind of makes you like stand out from the rest of the crowd. So here's the bracelet. I ordered this in, I believe this one was 8mm? 8mm? Yeah. But in this Cuban link, the links are a little bit gappy. A little bit more gappy than I'd like. I'll give you guys a little bit of a view here. Look. The links could be a little bit tighter. It's got that little lock on it, so it is going to be secure. But since we have the magnet right here, let's go ahead and test it on the magnet. Yeah, magnetic. Not surprised, honestly. But yeah. Definitely not the best jewelry company that I ever reviewed, but it's better than others. Okay, and here is the scale set to grams. We're gonna go see how much this weighs. 25 grams, almost 25 grams. So that's good, especially it being 7.5 inches. If we put my other bracelet on here, 25 grams. Both made from the same material, stainless steel. So this sounds a little bit hollow though. Let me know what you guys think. That being said though, we're gonna go ahead and put this on our wrist and see how it looks. Okay, so here's how it looks on the wrist. Let's see if I can get a little bit of clasp action. It does fit me a little bit loosely, so it is a little bit of a bigger fit on me, but that's good. If my wrist gets any bigger, then it'll fit me nice and snug. I kind of think it looks good, honestly. It's pretty easy to get the clasp in once you figure it out. But that is it. That is it for MASIÓN jewelry review. My final thoughts on this company. They're okay, but I feel like they could have done better, could have improved in a little bit of aspects. Probably, I mean, the packaging is really nice. It gives that like really nice presentation to it. Like the nice little thing, like you're opening something designer, which is pretty nice. The Cuban link, as I said before, links are a little bit gappy, so I feel like they could be closed a little bit tighter. Figaro chain, it's a little bit bulky. Like, it's 5 millimeters and it flips over pretty easy, but as I stated before, that's going to tend to happen with longer, smaller chains like that. But overall, the look of it, I do really like the look of it. It's high polish, and I do like high polish as well. But those are my thoughts. So if you would like to let me know your thoughts, then go ahead, leave a comment, and I'll have a respectable opinion. And yeah, what are your thoughts on these pieces? And personally, would you spend money on pieces like this from the company MASIÓN? But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.